Strange weather. All the snow is gone. It's quite warm actually right now. So it's been a problem because the water was frozen. Not just here, the entire mountain didn't have water. Because it's been quite cold, and that's when there's snow, it absorbs the ground temperature. But now it's been no snow for weeks already. And then the ground freezes much deeper and it froze the pipe. I think they just fixed it. It's strange, you know. Last time it snowed, it was 8 December. I've been away for 6 weeks and now it's beginning of February. So it's very unusual. It's good for me, I can work. It's much easier without the snow. It's fascinating.
The thing that is the most beautiful thing to watch here on this side, but they also cross to your side, is the chamois, the camosho. It's the alpine antelope. It's the I don't know what you say. I think the English call it chamois, which is the French. The German call it gemse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gems, that's the Dutch word. Yeah.
And so they most of them usually stay further up the mountain, but there are at least two that for a large part of the year are living in the rocks down here. So they always cross paths here, and you can find them, and they are beautiful creatures. And there's a fox that just the other week on Sunday at 9 a.m. or something, I took a stroll up there, and it was just coming my way. And it didn't see me at first. It was just relaxed. It was just
Fox I've seen yesterday too on the road.
Yeah.
But I was just too late to film it. And I think yesterday I heard a wolf, like far away.
Quite possible. I mean, there is a branco, they say in Italian, a pack of wolves that is on Vandalino.
Right.
So, and you actually find a lot of scat, wolf scat on the paths around in this area, also the way up to your house. They actually cross your property. Wolves have the habit from there's somebody who told me about his observations that he has. He's sort of trying to catch them on wildlife cams, and he has been successful. And so wolves seem to have the habit that they drop their scat not just randomly, but when they come to a crossing, it could be either a path or even a strada sterrata, these roads that are not
like
asphalted.
a light color or not, because I might have seen it.
Well, you get typically the light color would be, what is it, calcium something. It's a process that has to do with the bones that they swallow, but you can find it also with fox droppings. There's actually one up there around the corner that is there, and I'm not sure if that is
Okay, what do we got? There it goes up. 19, 18, 17. How full are the batteries? 89%. The sun is not full yet, but pretty full. 16 amps. Okay, so basically this was what I had first. 2 panels of 230 watts. This one as well. Plus, minus. These were connected together. This was connected to the charge controller. And now I've added 2 more. These are connected again and like that. So these are 2 groups. These are in series and these together are in parallel. And this resulted in 15 amps charging if the batteries were, say, about 65%. And this would result probably in 25 amps charging, or maybe 30, I don't know. And then I'm gonna add 2 more. It's got 2 more panels here. Yep, it's like that, and these 2 are connected. This probably results in 40 amps charging. Now these numbers really depend on the state of the battery. Like right now I had 89%. So in this situation it was like, what was it? Just reached 22 as a peak, but around 18. This is 95, this number is gonna be lower. Like right now it's a little bit cloudy, sun is just peeking through and I think it's still charging. What does it say? 10 amps coming in. And now the inverter is off, so if I turn the inverter on, I think I'm still charging about 7 amps, 6. So this is good. But yesterday when it's worked fully cloudy it doesn't charge, and then I would need the generator if it's gonna be a few days of cloudiness. Alright. So I got a bit more information about this stone floor. My neighbor Johannes had spoken to Romano. He's the old guy living, the only one living in the ghost town on the hill, which you often see in my drone shots. And his brother had owned the land for some years, and they had built this floor in the early 90s for the cows. And because usually in these kind of cabins there would be no floor, it would just be a dirt floor. So they had built that, and the reason why they put the stones vertical is so that the liquid could drain easily. So that because I could fit 4 or 5 cows in here, and that's why this gutter is also for. And also the vertical stones just create a lot of mass for a strong floor. But it has to go out because I have to build plumbing, and I need more headspace because it's very low. And once the plumbing is in, I'm gonna lose that space again, so I cannot work with this floor. And also here the stones are vertical, but if you look over here you can't see it because the wood is stored here. There's little patches of concrete, and there's also flat stones closer to the place where they get the food, where the food thing is for the cows. So and I also spoke with a Welsh stonemasoner. He actually renovates castles in Wales with dry stone walls as well. And I discussed various things about with him about the walls and the roof, and he also confirmed that this floor was not structural. Yeah, so that's it. It's gonna go out, not right now because I've got the wood of the roof in here, so it's fully stored. And but I'll pick up this job later this year.